Anka-macOS Cloud brings together the advantage of Anka virtualization for macOS from Virtu and hosted and fully managed macOS hardware from MacStadium. Anka-MacStadium macOS Cloud is a fully secure, pre-configured macOS cloud for iOS CI and DevOps. This cloud can be configured on as many Mac hardware nodes and across multiple Mac hardware types like Mac Mini, Mac Pro, iMac Pro. This is an example of an Enka MS macOS Cloud setup on two quad-core Mac Minis. This dashboard view gives a single pane of view into the entire state and health of Enka macOS Cloud. Here you can see that it displays the number of active nodes that are part of the macOS cluster, the number of running instances, the available free disk space in the Enka macOS Cloud registry, and the overall capacity of this macOS Cloud. Additionally, it also displays the overall CPU and RAM utilization across the entire cloud of all of the running macOS VM instances. Clicking on the Nodes view provides more details on each of the Mac nodes that are part of this cloud cluster. In this example, we can see there are two quad-core Mac Minis on which this macOS Cloud is configured. And each of these Mac Mini is configured to run a maximum of two Enka macOS VMs. This parameter is fully configurable from this dashboard view. Clicking on Templates opens a view into all the macOS VM image templates stored and available in the Enka Cloud registry. Here in this example, you can see there is one template called High Sierra VM that is available for the macOS Cloud, and there are three versions of this macOS image template: version 1, version 2, version 3. Any of these versions can be used to provision macOS VMs on demand for iOS build and test jobs. When you start using Enka MS macOS Cloud, you get a fully configured cloud on the number of machines that you want it configured on. You get started by going to the nodes, and then you will go to one of these Mac nodes that are part of your macOS Cloud, and in this example we will go to 10 to 54, 55, 3 Mac Mini in particular, and start to build your macOS VM templates loaded with all your project dependencies for your iOS CI jobs. So I am going to VNC into one of the Mac Minis here that are part of my macOS Cloud cluster. You can also SSH into any of these Mac Mini machines and then start to use Enka command line interface to either manually or automatically create macOS VM templates. Enka create command enables you to create macOS VM image template from macOS app installer application. So here in this example you can see that you can specify the RAM size for your macOS VM. You can specify CPU count, disk size, and various other parameters. You will use Anka-Create to create your macOS VM template. Once you have created your macOS VM image template and configured it with all your project dependencies, then use the Anka registry push command to push that specific macOS VM image template with a particular tag and description to Anka registry. After you have done that, you will be able to view that image template along with information on the tag in the templates view of your Anka macOS cloud dashboard. Clicking on instances gives you visibility into all of the running instances and the health of those instances on this macOS cloud. Here you can actually manually create instance on this macOS cloud or use the Cloud Controller REST API or use one of the available plugins for common CI tools like Jenkins, TeamCity, BuildKite, etc. In this demo, I will quickly show how to manually provision on-demand macOS VMs on this Anka Build macOS Cloud using any of the stored templates. So in this example, I'm going to take this High Sierra VM template that is available in my Anka registry. I will take the latest tag, version 3. I am going to specify 3 instances to be provisioned on demand across the entire cloud. I can specify a particular node if I wanted to only provision it on a specific node, but let's provision it on the entire cloud. And I click on Start, and you see here there are 3 instances that are currently being provisioned on this macOS cloud. 2 have already started and 1 is already started as well. So now I have 3 instances of High Sierra VM image template available for my iOS CI jobs. I can quickly look into this specific instance and you can see this is my on-demand provisioned VM instance. I am going to go back and delete them. Let's go ahead and start 2 of these instances. So you can see here there are 2 that are being scheduled. One of them has already started and one is about to start. And look at what is displayed on the dashboard view. Dashboard view in this case displays additional information about the instances running on the macOS cloud. It displays the VM image template that is currently being used to provision instances. It also displays the breakdown of entire state of instances. In this case, we can see 3 are in terminated stage and 2 are started. And then the CPU and RAM utilization is the total CPU utilization of the running instances across the entire cloud. And RAM utilization is also the total RAM utilization for all of the running instances across the entire macOS cloud. So here in this example, we can see there are 2 nodes, Mac mini nodes, each one of them running one instance for a total of two, because that's what we provisioned. These are the two instances that are running. You can see that one of them is running on 55.3 and the other is running on 55.4. And the dashboard view is giving me visibility into which image is being used to provision instances and the total number of instances. So you saw a quick demo of how you can dynamically provision macOS VMs for iOS CI jobs on Anka-MacStadium macOS Cloud.